What's up, guys? SirAllAboutMusic here. Thank you for the 100 subs. I can't tell you how appreciative I am of that, and how glad I am that you guys, even though you might disagree with me, you know, like what I have to say and want to listen to what I have to say. That totally blows me away. Just blows me away. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. In case you didn't get through the 100 subs video, I know it was kind of weird. I did it on a whim. You know, I just kind of was like, nah, why not? In case you didn't get through it, I am doing a Q&A video, so leave your questions in the comment box on that video, so I can get around to them and, you know, answer them in whenever, probably in a video next week or sometime. Depends on how many questions I get. And there was something else, but I can't remember right now. So let's get to this review, because at least 6 of you have asked me to review Spiderland by Slint. And I was like, man, I need to jump on this. This many people asking me for this. I need to get this done. So yeah, Spiderland by the math rock, post-rock band Slint, released in 1991. It was their second album, also their last album. They're back together now, I think, or they've done reunion shows before in the past. I'm not sure which one. So, what can I say about this? What I have to say about this is that it's pretty math rock in my opinion. What I think of as math rock, at least. You know, it's got a lot of jarring qualities to it as far as how the melody interplays with everything else. Rhythms are strange rhythms, strange, you know, time signatures that are going on in this album. A lot of very calculated, dissonant qualities to the album, and that's what I have always considered, you know, math rock to be. Almost bordering on noise music, but not quite there. It doesn't have the chaotic feel of noise music. It's, you know, it's calculated. They know what they want, and they're moving towards that goal as far as math rock is concerned. You know, to me, these guys, this album in particular is like the seminal math rock album. This is the first math rock album that I got. It was the first one that I really got into heavily, and you know, just for me, these guys are the beginning of the story. Now that might not necessarily be true. There might be some math rock oriented bands that came before them, but as far as I'm concerned, they're the big boss. Yeah, you know, and I actually had to come back to this album. It had been a while since I'd listened to it, and wow, memories. I remember when I got it, automatically fell in love with Breadcrumb Trail. Like, immediately, I was like, that song's awesome. The rest of the album I was a little iffy on. I didn't like it at first, but, you know, on the repeat listens, I slowly got into it. And, yeah, I like it now. I like it, but I don't love it. Put it that way. So let's get into this whole shindig thing. Originality. Bam! Right there, man. Like I said, for me, these guys are like the seminal math rock band. And they got it. That sound that I've fallen in love with. They have it, and they do a great job of executing it. And they do. I mean, this is a lot better than Tweez. I don't particularly care for Tweez. The only thing that Tweez has on me is the fact that Steve Albini was the recorder-producer. I mean, I'm a sucker for Steve Albini. So that's the only good thing about Tweez. The songwriting on Spiderland is a huge improvement off of that. So that's what I gotta say about originality. How much I like this? Like I said, I like it, don't love it. There's songs on here that I really dig, Breadcrumb Trail being one of them. Washer, really like that song. Yeah, so like it, don't love it. The production is clean, but it's not Smashing Pumpkins clean, you know, it's not overproduced. It's got a little bit of dirt on it. It's just clean enough to get the dissonance of it across in a very powerful manner. You know, if it was too grungy and too distorted, you really wouldn't be able to. The dissonance would be there, and you would be able to notice it, but I think it wouldn't come across as strongly as it does because the production is so clean. But it's not, like I said, it's not bright and shiny. It's got a little bit of dirt on it. It's got flavor to it. It's got character to it. And, you know, and the mix is fantastic. Everything's well balanced. The drums, you can hear them. They're, you know, they're not overpowering, but they're not like, oh, fuck you, drummer. You know, they're where they're supposed to be. So, yeah, I got no complaints about production on this album. Flow, on the other hand, okay, the thing about Spiderland is that the songs are really, really long. And I have to, the mood that this album creates for me, or the mood I have to be in to really listen to this album all the way through, is very specific. You know, it's not just something that I can just jump into. Yeah, so, yeah, and then, you know, so for my general listening experience, listening to these really long songs, just not there for me. It detracts. You know, I can get bored, even though the songs by themselves aren't that boring. Listening to the album from front to back in a general manner can get kind of boring. I will come to these songs individually and listen to them, you know, no problem, and I'll love them, every second of them. But yeah, listening to all 6 straight through in a row, can't really say I can dig that. So, Spiderland, Slint, awesome band, awesome album. I could give this album a 7 out of 10. And the big thing about it is the length of the songs, and, you know, since I'm talking about the album as a package, the length of the song is really, really, you know, that's my main gripe. It's my main thing. I don't like that too much. But if you're into math rock or you haven't listened to Slint, go check these guys out, because they're fucking awesome. They really are. Tweez, if you want to go check that out, you know, go ahead. I don't particularly care for it that much, but I know some people that, you know, like it. But Spiderland, badass album. Incredibly badass album. So that's all I gotta say. This is SirAllAboutMusic, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.